Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Growing Clip Bonsai for Seniors. Today is April 29th of 2024. It's Monday. It's 69 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius at about 7:40 p.m. Today, the Dawn Redwood and the Grape Scented Sage. The DR, we're going to do a small top chop so I can establish a leader. And the GSS, we're going to do a full repot and we'll do some pruning on that. We'll see how it looks. But on the Dawn Redwood, let's get at it. I like this as a leader, but you can see two more are coming out of the side over here. I don't know if you can see it. Right there, and you got a nice bulge on there. I don't want that bulge to develop anymore, so we're just going to cut that off the best we could, and we're using our ironwood pruners because you know nothing cuts wood like ironwood. And we developed our leader right here. So these I'm just going to stick in some soil. I don't know if they'll grow, if they'll root, but we'll see what happens. And then this one over here, we're going to take some of the vigor out of it because there's a double branch right here. And I'm just going to cut into that. No, I don't have the good camera work like everybody else does, but it'll grow out, don't worry. So we're just going to strip this. Let me get this down so you can see what I'm doing here. And we're just going to put these in the pot and just stick it in. Strip the top off. There's the brain or the node where the leaf grew. That tells it to either grow or develop roots. And I think for now that's it. I want it to grow and see what it's going to come out to be, but I'm just going to cut this back a little bit and this one back a little bit and here just to keep it in shape for now, and we'll go from there. Let's put this on the side here. We'll put this here until I can water them. And you can see I got the little elephant there that you've seen in the opening there. So that's our Dawn Redwood. That's the moss I gathered. First time, Sherry Chi. First time when the moss is growing. This moss grows in shade, so it's probably a little pukey. But our little elephant mascot there is under going into the tree, looking what she can eat. It's a little young baby one there. So now let's get this out of the way. Here's our sage, our grape scented sage. I got this from Ted's greenhouse. It's out there in Tinley Park. There you go. Ted's greenhouse. He's got a lot of good stuff that you can try out. So the first thing we're going to do, as you can see, this is coming out here. So I want to, it could be a triple trunk, but I think we're just going to make it a twin trunk. So I'm going to come and take this and cut it back as close as I can right there. And for now, I'm just going to stick it in the soil over here just to hold it in place. And I'm going to cut this dead piece off here, this off of here, keep the opening open, something like that. Throw that over there, get some of this dead stuff off. It's starting to grow long and leggy because there's hardly any sun. So I'm just going to take this back, because it's still in the basement, so you know it wants to grow. So I'm going to just take these back. I don't know what's there. I'm going to put this in here, our little holding cup, just like that. Put a little water in there. There we go. I know I'm spilling everything. So I'll get some of this off. A lot of you people were wondering about the fertilizer I use now. I use Dr. Earth. I don't have the bag here, or do I? I'll show it to you in the next video. But I like Dr. Earth because it's OMRI. Oh, here it is. It's OMRI classified, no heavy metals in it. I use the 222 or I get the liquid one, which is 111. But what I like about Dr. Earth is it has all these column-forming bacteria in it. So I'll mix this into the soil and into the soil a little bit, not a lot, but just in there. It's organic. Clean my spoon off. What are you gonna do? That's why God made shirts. Shirts and pants, wipe the spoon. All I'm gonna do, I take a lot, just about this much on the spoon. Put it in the soil. Seal up the bag. Yeah, I gotta buy more. And just mix it in. This is a big pot, so it'll be evenly distributed. So put that there. No, it's not torpedo sand. I gotta really get discombobulated here. So right now, we're gonna get my little fork here, take it out of the pot, and you can see all the roots growing out of the bottom here. So what I gotta do is I take my scissors that I have for the roots, and I'm just gonna cut it to get it out. Now you can start any trees right now in the spring. I'm gonna show you some little ones next video so you can see what I'm doing and how I collect them, or what I collected. So I'm just gonna squinch this up a little bit and get it out. It's rooted in here pretty good. There we go. You can see the roots on there. Really, really nice roots. And what do I do with the tag? This is, I got it all dirty here. Zones 8 to 11. So that's good because I can bring it in for the winter time. Let me just scratch off some of the soil here. No, I don't have a bucket yet ready. So what I'm going to do is, man, we got a lot of stuff to clip here. I didn't even see that. Clip that off there. Clip this little knob there. Clip this back. I'm just going to where it stops between the branches, cut that off. Or it stops right into the branch, cut that off. This one cut. This one we're going to cut back because we got a lot of nodes here, so let's cut this back to here. Stick it in the water. Cut all these little ones off before I cut the roots on here. And all I'm going to do is, so I can loosen up this root ball, is just go in and cut. That's the only thing I can do right now. This is really, I had it soaking in the bottom there, so I can get some good stuff growing in it. And we'll just push it out. Just use your fingers and pull, 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 pull. And you can see this is all planted in Ted's cactus mix, because you can see the lava rock in there, and you can see how nice this root system's growing in it. Ted's got a good combination of lava rock. I don't know if it's peat or coca coir and some perlite in there. On this one, I think he's just got the lava rock, because I don't see any core in there. I mean, perlite. Time you're all discombobulated. A lot of work, In the spring, you say, Tom, you haven't been doing a lot of videos. Yeah, a lot of work. I haven't been catching up on videos. I've been falling behind. But I'm trying, so if I don't catch your video. Oh, a little shout out to Matt from Bobcat Bonsai. He needs like 10 more subscribers or so he can get 700. So if anyone wants to watch his channel, he's very good at what he does, and he's a young entrepreneur. He makes his own tools for bonsai. There we go. He also sells them. And Patricia O'Connor think with on her bonsai balcony. She's at 864, so if you can give her some views and some subscribers so she can help get her to 1,000, that would be great. She's a good woman. She does very good stuff. She works with pines mainly pines, but she got a couple others. I can't remember the names. There we go. So there's our double trunk, and you can see right here how it's at an angle, so that's pretty good. So get that out just so you can see the trunk line more. Now you're supposed to use a toothbrush, but I don't know. What are you gonna do when you ain't got it with you? It's nice and solid there. I don't want to cut too much off because it's growing, and I want to get this to survive, so I'm going to leave it in the basement a little bit. And I'm going to cut this back here so there's not too much stress on the plant. Now you're going to say, Tom, I got a black thumb. I can't grow anything. That's because it's not because you're not trying. It's sometimes they just fail. I got a lot of stuff that doesn't grow on me, so you got to try. Go for it. Look at Thomas Edison. He must have failed over 1,000 times before he got electricity invented. So don't give up. Go for it. I don't care how young you are. And if you're starting your own bonsai channel, I know I don't have a lot of viewers. Stick with it. I like to watch different people on the bonsai channels because they have different ideas, they do different things, and there's no such thing to me as a stick in a pot because that's their creation, that's their tree. They're going for it. Now I got this old pot, been sitting outside about three winters already. And you can see what my daughter-in-law, she put the sticker on. Man, she did a good job on it. So I think we're going to put this tree, it's leaning to the side, so we can put it like here. Or we can just put it this way. I don't know how we can put it. Or I think a little bit sideways like this so you can see it coming out this way and coming out this way. Something like that off to the center. I know I don't have water for it to sit in, but we'll put it here for now. Now the other mix, no, it's not torpedo sand. It's a hodgepodge of mixes that I put in there. For now, I haven't had a chance. I bought a bushel of Ted soil mix, but I haven't had a chance to pull it out. Good gravy. And yes, Scott from Let's Do Bonsai, I used this today to pick out some little trees to see if they rooted. They didn't, but they were still growing on the top, so I restuck them again. That came in handy. So let's go. Let's put that in. There we go. I say, Tom, that's a little high. I know, but we're just, let's see how we got it. So now we just move it. Get it situated in there. Let's get it a little bit down more. Just like that. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to put the turtle and the rock in there. So hopefully this root's good for me. You can see there's a little bit of root on the top there, Tom. Yeah, but what are you going to do? Now, this got a nice tough stem here. I mean, this is tough over here. So I don't know. So that's why I use the special scissors for the saw, because you can see the lava rock it cut into. And then, no, that ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna have to use my needle nose from Ironwood. And you say, Tom, you're gonna ruin it. No, I'm gonna cut it, and then I'll sharpen it. Ironwood. A good sharpener, that really, I always do that to my scissors there. Okay, so now we got this like this. Now we're going to get our Micos. If you don't have Micos, don't worry, because there's beneficial bacteria in the mix right now, but I don't know if I have a lot in there. And yeah, that's why I got made pants. Just wipe it off because the paper towels are behind me and I didn't, you know me, when you're in a hurry to do stuff, because I got a lot more to do. I was really doing some cleaning on my fish tank, so that's why I was doing a lot of stuff and then trying to get everything ready outside. And I know it's warm out, but don't let that fool you, because I think our last frost date is in May, so I'm not too thrilled about pulling everything out. What did you do with the rubber band, Tom? Oh, well, we'll have to get another rubber band. Let's put that over here. You know me, I'm all discombobulated here. So we got that in there. Now this is a cocktail spoon. A couple of people were asking me what kind of spoon that is. It's a cocktail spoon. Let's get it in. I don't know how tough these sages are, but the leaves are supposed to smell like grape, like a grape scent. There we go. Yeah, it's all over the floor. I gotta clean this place up. Once I get everything out, I gotta clean, and I mean clean. Don't forget, get your apron. You can put your name on there. By Ironwood, type in my last name, N-O-W-A-K, and you get a discount. Yes, you do it. And no, I don't get paid for doing a commercial for Ironwood, because I'd rather have you get the discount. Why should I get paid for it? When my viewers and subscribers should get the tools they deserve. As you know, nothing cuts wood like Ironwood. So don't forget, you gotta fire that chopstick in, get that soil all nice and easy in there. There, just like that. Let's get some more soil in there. Man, I'm glad I mixed a pot of this up. The pot this full will fill up a little pot like this. A lot of people are asking me, what's the easiest tree you can try to start out with when you're young and new in the business and you got a black thumb? If you can go, if somebody's growing a willow tree, ask them for a cutting. Just stick it. Don't forget to cut just below the brain and stick it in. And you don't need rooting hormone for willows, because they root on their own. They produce their own rooting hormone. So there we go. Let's get that in there like that. Okay, press it in a little bit like that. You say, Tom, you gonna leave room for moss? Yeah, it's been raining. Yesterday we had this morning was a good rain, and I think Sunday we had some nice boomers early in the morning. Boomers, that's thunder. The thunder. When we were kids, we were worried about the thunder. My mom would say, don't worry about it, Tom. That's the angels bowling in heaven. And when you see lightning, they gotta strike. That was good. So here's our little rock for here. And then we got our little turtle, our little mascot for this tree. And then on here, I'll mark the date that I put it in. So let's get Mr. Elephant here. Yes, the kids like to see Mr. Elephant. And we can just water it in on the rock. You can see the soil's still wet, so I don't have to spray it. I got a good spray bottle from on Amazon. They also sell them at Home Depot. I think it's called ZEP. Man, I got the industrial one, and man, it's got a good strength to it. There we go. Water that through. And we got anything coming out yet? But that's our sage, and you can see the little dragon on there, our little dragon pot. Look at that. And yes, I have to get my little toenail clippers out. I don't know what the name of this is. I call them toenail clippers. That's the best way to remember it. So I can get in close over here and cut that nub off. I got these from Scott Winter of Let's Do Bonsai. So they come in handy to cut these little teeny tiny little nubs. Toenail clippers. You don't know the name, so what? Well, we got this one. We cut this one. So bottom one need to come off anyway. I'm going to try to keep them up on the top. Does it smell? Let me squeeze it. Wow, that smells like grape. Cool. And you'll never know what I got in the pond. I was changing the pond filter, and that was sitting on the hose that was putting the water into the pond. There was a big old bullfrog in there. Holy cow. Those tadpoles I put in the pond 2 years ago, I don't know how them bullfrogs survived, but with the dogs and the cats in the yard, but them guys are sitting in there pretty and growing, and I don't know, that's pretty good. So just wipe the top off, and there you have it. Just like that. And you're going to say, Tom, look at the roots up there. Well, I got it in there. I'll get some moss outside tomorrow, and I'll put it around here if I can find some more good moss. I just want these there for now, and I couldn't get this any deeper because of the stub. That's all right. And what I'll do just for now is mount some soil up around them there so the roots grow into the soil and push it down. Now you don't want to do these volcano things because then the roots all go to the top. You know how they do it? Sometimes they do it outside like that, which is terrible. They make the mounds mulch around the trees like a volcano, so that forces all the roots up, and that's terrible. So I'm just putting, there you go, so you can see what I'm doing, just a little bit to cover the roots so they start coming into the soil more and flaring out, and just enough to cover up the rock so it looks like it's into the soil. So don't be afraid to try. I don't care if, look at me on the myrtle. I put it in. I thought I had everything good, and it still didn't grow. That's my nemesis that I have to conquer. I don't care if it takes me till I die. I'm going to try growing that thing. But I think the best time for me to start it is in the spring. So I'm going to have to get the heads and get another one. So that's it. I got to catch up on videos, stick to cuttings later. It's too late to do anything now. But let's get this guy here. Little elephant there. Let me water these guys in a little bit. And today is Monday. And what's Monday, everybody? Monday is comedy night. Put on some old comedy shows. I like Fibber McGee and Molly because I listen to them while I'm relaxing and just listen to one of their good old-fashioned radio shows, or you can listen to Armis Brooks or George Burns and Gracie Allen. Who else is out there? Jack Benny. He's good. So you take care, everybody. Have a good day, and don't be afraid. Get in there, find a little tree, and go for it. Go to Ted's greenhouse. He's got a lot of starter plants there that you can try out. Just go for it. And don't be afraid. You fail, start again. There's no such thing as a black thumb. The only black thumb is in your mind. You got to be positive. And then if you want, then you can try something bigger. Don't buy a big tree. Don't buy these $50 trees or these $75 trees until you're positive you can do good. This tree I got 2 years ago. You know how much this was at? I got it from the Johnstein's company. They sell these little seedlings for $7.95 or $8 and something cents, plus shipping. So you can start out small and work your way up. I don't care if you're 105 years old. Get one. You got nothing to lose. It's something that you can play around with. Watch it grow. Talk to it. So you take care, everybody. Too much jibber jabbering. Remember, that's why God made pants. Wipe your hands in there. And the shirt. Take care, everybody. And a cup of tea tonight. and a good old time comedy show on old time radio.